Hi, it's John from Great British Wine. I'm going to review the new Vinoa Box, which was just launched in the last couple of months. This format of packaging includes 6 187ml bottles in either red, white or a mixture of 3 of each, and the price is £29.70 per month. So I'm just taking a break from my usual English wine adventures today to give this a try. I'm going to give 2 of the wines a try, but just quickly show you what the packaging is like. It comes to you in quite a neat and tidy box with 2 trays of 3 bottles of wine, nicely presented in nice glass bottles. What I'm going to do first is pour out the red wine, which I'm going to try the Domaine de Sigillon Lerac, which I've tried before in the previous Vinoa Club. So I'm going to pull that out to let it air, but you can see what the packaging looks like. So it's quite a nice, healthy sized portion, the equivalent of what you get for a medium sized glass of wine in a restaurant or bar in London or anywhere else really. What we're going to do is start with the white wine, which I've chosen the Bosch Chenin Blanc. I'm not a regular drinker of Chenin, so I picked this one to try something a bit different. So the wine's got quite a nice golden colour in the glass. Let's give it a smell. It's a very aromatic smelling wine, quite expressive on the fruit. Lots of tropical fruit. Smells very appealing on this hot summer's night. And the palate pretty much matches the aromas on the nose, so it's quite a fruity, very rounded palate with a decent fresh acidity cutting through it all. Lovely tropical flavours, very refreshing, not overly complex, but a good all-rounder as a wine. Obviously very convenient in terms of the bottle size that you get, so it's the kind of thing that you could open on a night where you just want to have a single glass of wine without having to open a whole bottle. From what I see in terms of the wines included in this month's pack, they're all fairly approachable, easy drinking wines which are not too complicated, so they're going to satisfy you on a weeknight when you don't particularly want to open something too special. But overall, very enjoyable. I'm going to go over to the Lerac now, which I've drank a couple of times from the previous Vinoa Box, and also had full bottles which I'd ordered through Vinoa previously. It's got lovely sort of deep, rich, dark aromas, savoury, dark, smoky, dark fruit. It smells pretty delicious. This wine, I think, priced around about £10 to £12 a bottle for a full bottle, but again, this is a really nice way to enjoy just a single glass in the comfort of your own home. Yeah, this wine really delivers. It's a really well balanced wine, good deep dark fruit flavours. It's something, again, that drinks very easily and not really too complex or challenging, but there's a nice kind of hidden weight in there to keep you interested. Without trying the other 2 reds in the box, I think this is probably going to be the better of the 3 reds. I think what I'm most curious about with the Vinoa Box is what they'll be offering in the selection moving forwards. I think on this particular box, majority of the wines are between the sort of £10 to £13 price range. What I enjoyed about the previous Vinoa Box was the fact that you'd sometimes get some really special wines in there, which were sort of £20 to £30 a bottle normally. and it gave you a chance to try something different, and that's one of the things that's really most enjoyable about Vinoa. So this first box has got quite a nice coverage of different wines from different regions, but I'm really curious to see sort of where they go from here. Every wine comes with a tasting card, which includes a bit of information about the winery and a little bit of information about the wine and the suggested tasting notes, serving suggestion for temperature and grape varieties. And on the back they've got something that's quite familiar to previous Vinoa users, where they rate the acidity, sweetness, tannin, intensity and the oaking in the wine. And what I find particularly useful are the sort of flavour, aroma images that give you an idea of what to expect from the wine. There's also a dish recommendation, so if you're interested in food matching on a particular night and you've got a Vinoa box sitting around, then you can easily find a wine that will match with the food that you've got planned for the night. So convenience wise, it's very convenient for those that are sort of maybe having a night in to themselves or with their partner, and you want to open a different wine or a wine to match whatever you're eating. So I do like the concept behind that. So yeah, overall it's a very interesting concept. I don't think anyone's tried to have a glass of wine at home concept before, especially in a selection box like this. So I think you've got a good accessibility to a range of really decent approachable wines. So yeah, really good starting point for Vinoa, and look forward to seeing where it goes from here.